Hello, welcome back. Last time I was made very uncomfortable by the limited space of production alchemy. Much more limited than this looks, and this looked pretty bad already. Okay, so I did manage to make some silver paint after realizing something that the game really didn't tell me at all. But now I know, so this shouldn't be so bad. Viscous sludge. This production cabinet was found running deep in the vaults of the former House Colvin, producing a kind of viscous sludge for a purpose that nobody can discern. At the time it was discovered, the machine had been running so long that the substance completely filled several chambers and nearly reached the family mausoleum. So, that thing I was saying where, like, instead of using the trash can, whatever it was called, glyph of disintegration or whatever, you could just have a long chain of trash exiting your machine all bonded together in a big line, so that's what this machine was doing, basically. The once honorable Colvin name today brings unfortunate associations with scheming and ambition, but even the shrewdest alchemists I interviewed could suggest no immediate use for this compound. It causes no effect upon the body, and does not blind, lubricate, or ignite. The only three things you would ever want to do. Aside from the unpleasant odor it carries, it otherwise appears to do nothing except take up a large amount of space. If any reader recognizes the formula and would like to inform me as to its potential purpose, I would be most grateful, and the information will be included in a future edition. Alright. So one chamber only. Stabilized earth and symbol. Oh dear. Okay, so this output's already taking up a lot of space in this. However, this doesn't look nearly as bad as the first puzzle. There are no ports for one thing. Conduits. No conduits. So I think I can get back to my... Oh no. Oh no. I have no trash can. And I got some salt that I gotta do something with. Okay. Yeah, I see how that is. Wait, hold on. No. Imbuing it with the essence of an existing atom. No, that's fine. So take this, unbond the salt, duplicate it into earth, then bond them together. Alright, so... Yeah, no, I would remove this to have more room on the board, but it's going to have to go there at some point, so I might as well work around it now. Okay, so reagent, unbond. Let's do that a less silly way. Reagent, unbond. Duplicate. I think the way you do this is like that. Okay. Does that do what I think? Yes, okay, so that makes an earth. Okay. 2's gonna be super busy here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think I can just kind of keep doing this. Okay, so let me make maybe this shape first, then append those somehow. I don't know that this is going to work. It might, but I don't know. I have a feeling this arm position is going to be bad for me, but maybe not. What have I done? I just put in some instructions, then I forgot what they did. Okay, I bonded those two together. You're chopping that up. I'm not quite ready for you yet. When I become ready... Let's see, okay, so if I'm building that, the next bond... Alright, a simple way to do this is... that... Okay, so if I've done that, I made this shape. Wait, but why am I making that shape? I'm gonna have to append to the other side of it. Okay, so hang on, so what have I done? Well, instead of that, I should just not pivot at this point. Also, you're doing a lot of weird stuff that you shouldn't be doing. Oh, because you're expecting that to land there, but it doesn't because the period length changed. Okay, so don't pivot at all at this point. I want another one of those to land in that position right around here. You're gonna have to hold off on that rotation for a bit. Okay, great, look at that. Did like a drive-by transmutation. Okay, so now you want to go left and pivot right twice. So sure, you can reset, grab that thing, append it. That's not right. Again, you don't want the pivots. Yeah, sure, you're gonna want to do that, obviously. I don't want you to yet, obviously. You're gonna have to wait. If you're just a little bit more patient. Can I pivot right twice? I can. Okay, then take a left turn. I'm worried about getting this bit on, though. Maybe I'll be able to do it. I'm not sure where I want that to be. Let's see where that lands. Pretty close. Go one to the left and you'll be good. Wrong. Two more to the left. What? No, no, no. No, no, no. Other direction. There we go. Okay, so I made that. So, okay, you've successfully created that shape, but you have to append to here. How? That is my question. Now you could also have made this shape. Those are equivalent. In which case I could think of it as, well, it's the same thing. You still gotta append to the same spot. Right? Now hold on. So rotate this clockwise one step, it would fit there. Rotate it 180 degrees and it would fit here. And in both cases, I do specifically need to connect to this atom. Okay, so if I rotate left, pivot right, how much right pivoting could I do? Let's get real optimistic. This is way more than there's definitely way more than I can do, but how far would I get? Atoms may not leave chambers. Okay, I think I can rotate left one more time. I can't. Well, what if I swap those? Ah. So you're trying to pivot around that way. Maybe I need to go the other way. The other way looks marginally more plausible. So hang on, what was the last useful thing you did? Useful being bonding stuff together? Okay, so having done that, I want to, instead of this, I'm gonna release left, grab, pivot left, rotate right, pivot left, and where does that put me? That's a start. Now you just gotta hold off on your nonsense. Here. You're grabbed onto that at that point, right? So you want to release. In fact, you can just go ahead and reset. Alright, so have I done anything productive here? Maybe. I'm getting closer to having access to the other side of that. So it's right here I need to append at this point. So if you're going to pivot again, you'd have to do it there. You can. And then you can pivot again. This is silly. You can't. Never mind. So wait, what does that mean? You're also unpivotable from the other position. Do I have to, like, transfer an Earth atom way the heck up here somehow and use another glyph of bonding? Like, what do I even do here? It's starting to feel like that's the way to go. So maybe replace this with a piston. Stick another glyph of bonding up there and somehow shuffle around to it? Okay, so... yeah, so to make that shape I would okay, so like if I did this, how will I get the Earth there though? I can't place a conduit. Yeah, that is how I want to bond. I could put like a big track system in here to like sneak something around there. After that, could I somehow use this glyph again for the next bond? I don't think so. If you would turn left. Then the next bond would look like this, I think? Okay, bond on there. Don't release before you do that. I want to see. So bond on there. No, that's... Okay, so that's like this. Those are the bonds I want to make. And that feels like about the most reasonable way to do it, but like... It's not a way to do it. Not yet. I also have an additional problem that I need to actually do a translational movement with this, so I'm gonna have to have, like, another dude on a track here to get at it, I think. So at this point in the puzzle, where are my Earth atoms? I have one here that's not allocated to anything. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7! Oh! I have a cycle 2 problem. Oh no, this calls for a complete redesign. That's an odd number. So this has to work differently on even-numbered cycles for the extra trash. Or I could just make 6 products and let it, like, fill up. But no, I'm gonna build this better. I'm gonna make it so it doesn't fill up your entire basement with foam. How am I gonna do that, though? Oh. I think I actually know. No, I think this is actually fine. Okay, so what I'm picturing is a system which... Okay, so I'm going to split 4 of these things on the first iteration. Then... and 3 on the second, so I have to prevent a split of that somehow. Okay, so I'm gonna say that problem invalidates everything that I've done here. I have to rebuild the entire puzzle around that idea. So I think I'm okay. Well, here. I'd be more okay deleting this if I don't actually delete it. Here, I'll leave that there. Let's start over. With that knowledge, I want to see what happens if I were to do this. Okay, fine. Here, you have this. So you have to place that first. Yet it just sits there empty. So I feel like I can somehow use that as a discriminatory measure. Yeah, okay, I think I see how I can do this. So some dude on a track is gonna be here. You'll be able to do some... No, not you. Okay, right, so I need to split. I'm too close to this wall. Wait, yeah, what am I thinking? This is... fine? I think. You're the other way around. Okay, so... though... I don't know what I'll do with number 2 yet. Now, hold up. Hold up. I have a flaw in my thinking. I can write two programs that run back to back. Okay, so this, what I'm attempting to do here, would be an instruction count optimization, because I can totally just copy the program, make a small modification to take 3 of these instead of 4, and just deal with the output, you know, so make 2 products per run through the program. So I have a choice. Which road do I want to go down? I think it's more interesting to try and make this work so that every other cycle is different. And I think I have like an idea of how to do it, kind of. See, the idea is going to be this uses a pivot. While it's pivoted over there, this thing picks up what will be an earth atom in cases where there is an extra one, and sets it down there. By plopping an imaginary earth atom there, I have not prevented this from respawning. By plopping an actual one there, I do. And when there is one there, then you won't be able to pivot that. However, I have to put it there while that's already pivoted. That's fine, I think. Oh boy, so I'm kind of writing like 2 programs at once. That's okay. It's like solving a mimic potion puzzle. The same inputs to 2 different things with different environments. Also, if you're pivoting, then this orients itself like that. And everything becomes less comfortable than it already was somehow, which is quite a feat. Okay, and this tracked thing will also be useful for just translating the position of this built structure if I'm going to do what I was doing over in... Well, you know what? If I'm doing that, then I don't have to rebuild my whole puzzle because I already have this built around... You know, okay, so I just have to add this. I have that in the other orientation, which is actually great. Maybe. Yes. Because this will always be an earth atom no matter what. Alright, so I don't know what 3's job is yet, but I know it's here and it's on the track. Okay. It shouldn't get in the way just sitting there, yeah, right? Let's make sure that's true. Do I ever put something in this space? Shouldn't. Okay, so that's just a pre-existing problem. Now, so then I have the problem of somehow transporting earth atoms over to here. Okay, so how far does this get before it does bad things? Okay, so that's 2. 3. Okay. It's right around this point. Okay, so everything should stop right here. Everybody who's doing anything, quit it. Delete all those instructions. So right here's the key move. This, since it currently exists, needs to go here while this is pivoted. Okay, so 2, just sit there and do nothing. 1 and 3, coordinate yourselves. You can just start this way. 1 releases, 3 grabs. 3 is sitting here. It swings around. 2 does nothing while this happens. You swing around 5. 1 can just reset. Grab, wait a moment, and pivot right around here? Transfer. Go there. Pick that up. Pivot. One has already looped. It's gonna have to... Okay, pivot again. Sure. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I think I can make this work. Okay, so... One has looped to there. Instead of looping to there, I just want to... Hold up for a second. Turn right. Pivot left. Okay, so you've successfully stashed that there. You've successfully disassembled those, as always. Number 2 needs to swing around and be grabbing that right around that time. You're 1 too early. I mean, I might as well do this. I might as well do this. Okay, right, you're synchronizing with 1, not 3. Okay. Something feels wrong here. It's not. Okay, so right here you can do that, and you manufacture the last Earth. 3 has looped, that's fine, don't worry about it. No, it's not that 3 has looped, it's that I put this in the wrong spots. Okay. So on the board right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the extra that's going to carry over. So I'm going to have to modify my first instruction to 1, and I think I know exactly how I'm going to do it. So you're going to have an empty claw here, pivoting to the right, release it, go over here, turn to the right. But how are you going to transmute that? Well, it'll be Earth, so that's fine. So then you transfer this over here. Okay, I don't like this. Nope, don't like it at all. I think instead 3 has to hang onto this for longer. I don't know, I'm not convinced yet. Yeah, it might be that 3 just hangs onto this for a while and doesn't necessarily block that. Okay, well, I'm gonna go until I run into an impossibility, I think. However, what I have right now is a need to move Earth atoms here and here. I think about the only way that's going to happen for this one is with something like this. So you'll be grabbing that and coming up this way. So you have to turn that way, come up this way, come up this way, turn that way, come up this way to put it there. Then I also need to do that a second time and transfer to here. Which will become possible because I'll rotate that whole thing out of the way. Right? Maybe. I don't know if I can even put an arm here. No, you'll be in the way. No matter where you're sitting, you're going to be in the way. Like, just having added those, this will already cause me troubles, won't it? Are they solvable troubles? I have not caused myself any troubles yet. I can leave everything where it is, not get in the way of arm number 5. 2 can pull this over here. Okay, I think this is possible. Okay, so here's a nice thing. I can bail out of this instruction optimized solution and just make a copy of this. A second program with a minor variation if I can't get the interference pattern to work. Like, this layout is compatible with the two runs through this with slight changes approach to this. Boy, that's a high cost already. Yikes. Got this tiny little grid packed full of stuff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces free. That's not a lot. Okay, so hang on. Where am I right now? I am in a place where I need to transfer. Okay, so all of you are doing that dance. Okay, so right here. Number 4 is ready to start its job. So that's a grab. Rotate right. Plus, plus, rotate left, plus, reset. You're gonna have to grab a second one. 2 will need to help with that. So while that's happening, 2 should move. Okay, so while that's happening, 2 should release, turn right, grab, turn left, release. Then prepare to rotate this around. You won't do it yet, but you will need to do it. Number 4 does this job a second time. Actually, at this point you are ready to rotate that. So you do this, then you wait. Then 5 gets to finally do its job. Would I be okay here? No. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. So once that rotate has happened, then 5 should be safe to plus. It can grab here, minus, left, left, minus, reset. Now 3 has a job. Where's 3 positioned at this point? Ooh, a collision. Hold on. Or not a collision, but 2 people were holding on to stuff. Number 1's got to release. Here, just reset. I'm not sure what I want you to do yet. So for now, just get out of the way. Neat. Number 1, slow your roll. Number 2, slow your roll. Stop what you're doing. Just do this for now. So I've bonded that on there. I just want to see if I've done this part right, and also see where everything lands after that. That transfers. You go. Okay, you don't collide. Great. Great. So it's at this point that I want 3. Okay, so 3 is sitting there. It's holding onto that. So at right where the clock is, 3 should be grabbing onto this and minusing and resetting. Prior to that, it can release and rotate twice. Okay, so I think I've made a product at least. I think. 1. Can't make a second, but I made 1. Everybody, you need more period override. You're just in too much of a hurry. Slow down. Okay, so 2 is still clamped on there. Alright, so then recess. Yeah, 2's job is done at that point. It's not involved in this puzzle anymore. There we go, I made a product. Okay. Now, the real puzzle begins. Alright, none of you have, like, anything to do right now, because there's nothing going on because of this dude here. Okay, so loops are about to start. 1 expects to clasp onto this. I have an idea. When does 3 start its job? Do you have a reset right now? You do. Okay, so I'll remove this in a bit. 3 starts its job extremely late. I want your reset position to actually be somehow else. Do I? Maybe not. No. You're fine as you are? I want to put some instructions at the start, though. No, wait, what do I want to do? After you reset, I want to grab... Okay, sure. Sounds good. Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Go that way. Turn left. I mean, that's going to collide is the thing. I can make it not. No, wait, hang on. Alright, you're holding what will be an Earth atom there. That's your stash. You need to deposit it. Hang on, why? One. Two. Okay, I'm abandoning this. This is too complicated. I had kind of an idea that number 3 would stash this away, use it to interfere with the spawning of this, and then I could somehow make this all work all together. I still think that's possible. I'm just too hazy on the idea to edit it into this program, which is like, I mean, how do I even tell where I am in here? I just have to run it to that point and see where what the state of the machine is to get it. So here's what I'm going to do. Does this currently run and create a product? It does. So when you've grabbed that, alright, now, the real question is, how am I going to duplicate this in such a way that I can, you know, that I actually can? How do I scroll with this? Oh, I can shift scroll wheel with that. There we go, there we go. This solves a lot of problems. Okay, so while dragging, I can shift scroll wheel. What am I holding on to? Which row is which? Okay, so that's the whole thing. Alright, that's a lot of space. I'm sure I went way farther than I needed to. There we go. Okay. Oh boy, where do I want to put this? Okay, so number 1's job is going to be that. I don't know. I'm gonna optimize for my own time right here. If I waste some machine cycles, that's all right. I mean, I can shuffle these over after the fact if necessary. Okay, so right here I have. Right, you've taken the thing you stashed away there. Okay, so yes, I can take all of this stuff. I'll be making some inline edits when the time comes, but the time hasn't come yet. These can go right here, I think. Okay, great. So when the time comes to do the final thing with that, number 3 needs to do something different. So what is that time? When 3 starts doing instructions? So right, on the board right now there are 5, 6, and soon to be 7 Earth atoms. Okay. So now instead of re-grabbing this, it's right at this point that, yeah, 3 can do that, sure. Number 1 needs to do something different. Okay, so here's my edit point. Number 1, you're just going to reset instead of grabbing that over there. Number 3 Sure, you can plus, that's fine. But instead of grabbing, you're going to turn right, and turn right. Then you're probably not going to do much else other than just reset. That's probably the end of your program. Well, up until you need to grab this and translate it over. So then number 1, actually instead of resetting, you really just want to release and go left once. When 3 has relinquished its thing there, that's when you grab it and take it over there. Pivot is irrelevant. It's too early to do anything with that. Wait. How'd I end up with an extra thing there for number 2? Number 2's waiting for... Number 2 shouldn't be waiting? Oh, also this can go away. Yeah, again, like in a program this long and complicated, it's really hard to tell what's going on. This isn't actual code where, you know, I could like theoretically make comments and stuff. What are you trying to grab onto? There's nothing there. What is number 2 attempting to do right here? Okay, let's find the equivalent spot over here. It's going to be somewhere around this. Okay, so 2's waiting for something to be put in that position. So the simple thing to do with a minimum of code edits is just to have 3 place this where 2 expects it, which is not there, but here. Number 1's job is done for this cycle? Yeah, number 1's job is finished. It shouldn't be doing things, but also this should have moved. Why was that sitting there instead of here? 2 put it there, bonded it. Okay, so 2 needs to pick this up. You don't want a full reset, you want a release, right, pick up, left, release, or that's where you can reset. Something like this. This is closer to what I want. Also, I need to delete some instructions from 1. It's going to collide with things. Okay, so 2 be doing that. 1 thinks it's placing stuff there. Ah, okay, so that was how that worked. Well, but hang on, then that means that 3 can do that. Yeah, okay, so just 1 more right here, and actually that should be fine then, shouldn't it? So 1 rotates, yeah. There's a mess here. What is 2 trying to do? How did you get there? What are you doing? You need to just, like... Okay, so 4 can start a lot earlier. When can 4 start? Okay, so that transfer of control can happen right here. Then I think everything else can also be accelerated accordingly. 5 is synchronized with 4. The end of 3 is synchronized with all of those. So right, transfer of control is right here, I think. 2 is going to have some problems, but right there, all of that is correct. Number 1 can just reset and forget everything. So 2 at this point needs to, instead of resetting, you just release, right, grab, left. So you've placed that there. Release, left, grab, and that's this part. And that was synchronized with, I don't know what. Let's try doing it immediately and see what happens. Immediate seems fine. 5. Whoa, 2. Stop. What are you doing? Your job is done. What were you doing? Where were you right now? So yeah, this is a reset and 2 is done. I don't know what you were trying to do, but it wasn't the right thing. One's way too enthusiastic about doing its stuff, so is 2, so I do need the period override still. Now 3 does not need any of this anymore, I think. Well, no, it still does. It needs to, right, it still needs to move that over, but it doesn't want this part. Okay. You're in the wrong place. Why are you there? What are you doing? Okay, so you reset. Alright, fine. So after you reset, just rotate, 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 plus. Get to your spot so you can do your thing. What a gross, messy machine. Right, period needs to override a bit more. There. Okay. I think that functions now. Ugh. Ew. This is icky and messy and I hate it. Ugh. Man, this is just like the wreckage of several different solutions glued together into an abomination that just barely works. Ah, look at all these tracks on the outside. Look at all these extra arms that have so little uptime. Oh. Oh, this makes me sad. But it works. Yeah, see, like, this is why this is such a sad solution. Look at that. It's terrible in every way you measure it. Yuck. Man. But, like, at this point, I feel like I have to be happy with just, it works. It's not good, it's not cheap, it's not fast, it's not clean, but it works. Oof. This is fine. I mean, I'm not having a bad time here, I just wish I could somehow do better. But not have to spend, you know, hours on debugging fiddly, intricate problems to do any better. But I think that's what it would boil down to. Okay, well, I'll be satisfied with that for today. Oi. Alright, I'll see you next time for this maybe. Or maybe just like go play Sigmar's Garden for a while. Actually relax. I don't know. I might do that instead. because these are getting kind of nasty. Alright, I'll see you next time for something.